How's everybody doing? Another Wednesday night, and you're watching Real Men Wear Kilts, the Kilted Prepper. How's all the folks out there in Kilty land? Daphne wanted to say hi, so hello everybody. She was up there jumping on my leg, wanting me to pick her up and stuff like that. So she wanted some kisses. Yeah. Let's start rolling, everybody. So tonight, what I wanted to share with you is a great product. And it seems like I'm always just promoting products and everything like that, but these are things that will help you get going and get started with your preps and really start moving. Hey, Tanny, how you doing? So tonight's thing, what I wanted to talk to you about is long-term food storage. And so this could be kind of long-term and short-term. So depending on what your goal is and things. But the biggest thing that I wanted to share with you is called a gamma lid. Now this is a gamma lid. And as you can see, it fits on a 5-gallon. But the wonderful thing about it is that it unscrews. And let's see here if I can get this puppy undone here. And it also, what's great about the gamma lids is it has this rubber seal right here. So when you screw it into place, it will make an airtight seal. Now this also has a rubber seal, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not, if the light's too bright. Let's see if I can, no. Let's see if I can, that light in there, there's a rubber seal in there as well. There you can see it. But there's a rubber seal in there. And what this does is it will create an airtight seal in your 5-gallon buckets. Now, if you ever used a 5-gallon bucket before or anything, they have these lids, and they are a pain in the butt to pull off. I mean, you break your fingernails off of them. They have these special wrenches to get them off, and even when you use those, the seal doesn't last very long. And so this company called Gamma Lid came up with a great solution, and that's these twist-on lids. Well, actually, let me show you here better with this one. But you can see the lid twists on, or twists tight, and because it's got a rubber seal on it, little critters don't get into your food, as well as oxygen. It keeps the oxygen out and everything. Hey, Zoe. Hey, Matt. How you doing? You guys got to excuse me. I missed Saturday's show. We have allergies here, and I'm not used to these allergies. And doggone it, they are kicking my butt. And in fact, today I was just lagging all day today. Ask Cynthia. Man, I'm tired. But I digress, and I have nothing to drink here to digress. But a short-term solution for your short-term. Now, short-term, I'm looking 1 to 3 years of food storage. You can use a food-safe or a food-grade bucket.
Hello, Luke. I'm your father.
But you can use a food-grade bucket, which is what I highly suggest, and slap a gamma ring onto it. And what you do is you just push it on there and then use a rubber mallet to kind of seat it in place. Now, you don't want to be weighing on it and causing dents or anything into the ring, because if you do that, then the lid will not seal well. You just want to lightly tap it into place, and it'll go. You'll do it. I just push it on in place, and I really don't even need to. But the wonderful thing is, you put it on, and it just, boom, locks in place. Now, this is a great solution also if you have dogs, because this is a great dog food container so that your dog food stays fresh and so forth. Or any other solution that you may want to have a 5-gallon bucket that you need to get in and get out of quickly. And so gamma lids are a great prep tool. And again, because of the rubber seal, it stays fresh, keeps the critters out and everything, and it's just a great solution. Now, you can't stack these really high on top of each other if you have heavy contents. So, for example, if you're going to fill this with rice and then you have another one with beans, you can't really stack them on top of heavy things. Now, if you have something light or anything stuck on top of it, each other, they do stack nicely. But what happens if you're using heavy stuff, like a full thing of rice and another full thing of beans and a full thing of wheat, what it does is it kind of compacts the lid, and it will affect the rubber seal in here. And that's the whole reason why you're wanting to get gamma lids, is so that you can maintain a good rubber oxygen-free environment. Now, to create that oxygen-free environment, what you also need these are oxygen absorbers. You see these in like beef jerky bags and all that. If you ever see them, save them. And they last for a long time. And how you know they're bad is they turn pink. And so these come to you in a vacuum sealed bag, and these are 2,000 cc oxygen absorbers. And so what I did is I have Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers, and then this is a 5-gallon, 20 mil thick Mylar bag. This is a really thick bag, folks. But this fits within a 5-gallon bucket. Now here, let me see if I can show you this here real quickly. And now this is more for your longer term food storage. You have a food grade bucket, and then you have your 5-gallon bag. You're going to put your bag in your bucket, and then you can see how tall it still stands out of the bucket. Fill it with your food and everything, and then you can either crimp it down or just fold it down, or, and this is for another show down the road, is you can actually take a 2x4, lay it across, and then run an iron over it, and it will actually seal your bag. What some people do is drop some dry ice in there while they're filling up their bucket with food, and so that will also help push out all the oxygen. Oxygen is the killer of food, but in this case, when you're doing dry goods, so rice, beans, wheat, lentils, pasta, so forth, there's critters that are already on your food. This is microscopic critters, and if they have oxygen, the larva hatches and eats your food. Whereas if you don't have oxygen in your containers, then the larva dies and never hatches and everything like that. And the thing is, if you're eating any of this food already, you're eating these larvae. Because again, they're microscopic. You can't see them with your common eye and everything. But what these do is it sucks out all the oxygen out of the food product. So it's recommended to use a 2,000 cc oxygen absorber for a 5-gallon bucket. Excuse me, allergies. But what you can do is you can even add 2 of these. Now, you can do 4 500 cc's, 2 1,000 cc's, or 1 2,000 cc. These are good enough, but they're inexpensive enough. You can buy these on Amazon really inexpensively. Get a bunch of them for like $10 and stuff, and throw a bunch of them in with your food stuff. And when it seals up, this rubber gasket is an airtight seal, and it will kill and basically absorb all the oxygen that's within these buckets, thus preventing your food from rotting and thus preventing bugs from eating your food. Again, these are microscopic larvae that is in your food already. You're eating it already. So some of you are out there, "Ooh, this is gross, man." No, you're eating them already. They're there. So you can't get rid of them. And so this is a great long-term solution. So the Mylar bag solution is good for 3+ years. So 3 to 25 years of food. If you're going to, seal it up, use an iron. And again, what you want to do with that, just to show you real quickly, is you're going to take a 2x4, lay it across here, lay your bag over that 2x4, iron it, and it'll create a seal. So kind of like what those seal-a-meals or vacuum bag things do and everything. But yeah, add your oxygen absorbers to it and everything. And then close up your bag and screw your lid on. Boom, tight. Got it really tight here, really good. Now you want to get it like just, hand tight. You don't want to wrench it on like, because then it's going to be really hard to get off. Especially with the oxygen absorbers, and if you did not use a bag, because the oxygen is going to get absorbed and it will actually create a vacuum in this, and so at times it's going to be very difficult maybe to open these puppies up if you've got your oxygen absorbers and everything in there as well. So tonight's item is long-term food storage. And this is a great thing, folks. Food is an investment, and they're already talking about food shortages and all this other stuff. It's a good idea to invest in dry goods. So rice, beans, lentils, whatever it is that you and your family enjoy, pasta. You stick them in these buckets here, throw in some oxygen absorbers, and they will last. So it's a great investment. And another thing a lot of people don't even think about, what happens if you get that pink slip? And if you get that pink slip, when you have extra food on hand, this is something that you then don't have to spend money on. And so thus it's helping you spread out those checks and everything that you get from the government and things like that. But good stuff, good preparing. And I believe everybody needs to have 2 or 3 of these on hand, so that they can, fill it up with rice, fill it up with beans, fill it up again with pasta or something like that, and then sit it someplace. Don't keep these in a garage, any place. Keep your food in some place that you like to hang out, because food basically adheres to your body temperature. So if you think it's hot inside, and you turn down the AC, then you know that it's too hot for your food also. So keep your food in a nice area that is properly temperature controlled, because heat also does, kill the food and things like that. So that's today's item, our gamma lids and 5-gallon food grade buckets, Mylar bags, and oxygen absorbers. I'm putting this other lid back together again. But great product. These run about $10 each, and they are totally worth it. If you've ever mucked with 5-gallon buckets, these are the way to go. So about $10 each. I bought 3 food grade buckets and 3 of these for about $50 on Amazon. And again, it's worth it. So now you can use the buckets at Home Depot. The negative is these are not food grade, and you are going to have to use Mylar bags with those no matter what. So even if you're looking at short-term storage or whatever, you're going to have to use Mylar bags, and you're also going to have to really seal them up really well so that there's no fumes or anything that will, damage the food. I've used the Home Depot buckets myself. And again, as long as you got good Mylar bags to put into your 5-gallon bucket and you seal these Mylar bags up really well, those work as well. But food grade buckets are the way to go, because you can actually pour food directly into these buckets. It doesn't leach into the food or anything like that. So that's what you want to do. So gamma lids, great stuff. Mylar bags, food absorbers, great stuff. I think that's everything, folks. Tonight was gamma lids. There and get them out to you and everything. But gamma lids, food grade buckets, Mylar bags, and oxygen absorbers. These are things to help you get your food preps going for dry goods. So these are dry goods, nothing wet or anything like that. Or dog food. It's a great dog food container too. There's a lot of things that you can do with these gamma lids. So that's everything that I could think of. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. If there's anything that you would like to have me discuss or talk about or look into or anything, please do me a favor, contact me. Best thing to do is private message me. As you guys know, I kind of live on Facebook, and so I get private messages all the time, and I work really hard at answering my private messages and everything like that. So it's a great way to contact me. So let me know what you would like to see on the show, if there's anything special or anything like that. Again, I'll be glad to do a dedicated show just for you. That's everything. I'm Raymond Mhor. We'll see you. Goodbye, God bless, and kilt on.